I'm Jaguar.
I'm Pete.
And this is Make Me a Fan, and we are going through match by match, recapping Bar Wrestling 48, a series of elimination events. This is match number 3. And Pete, tell them what we're watching.
Well, you know, we've had good guys versus bad guys.
Damn right.
We've had the hometown heroes versus Team Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got to end up getting the next part. We've got to get the boys versus the girls.
The boys versus girls. Now hold on, let me be perfectly frank, because the Jag is always brutally honest with you guys. I saw the lineup for these matches, and when I understood there were going to be 4 matches and it was going to be basically Survivor Series style, I said, oh crap, it's the girls versus the comedy wrestlers. Now we've talked about comedy wrestling before, and it is a beautiful, necessary, and highly entertaining art form, but I thought, how much of this comedy crap can I endure?
Right.
How long is this comedy matchup gonna be? And I will put it to you like this might be my favorite match of the night.
Yeah, I would agree.
It was probably my favorite match of the night because the entertainment factor was so freaking high. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, we'll tell you who's in this match. Go ahead, Pete. Who's in the match?
So on the ladies team, it was Miranda Alize.
Yes, sir.
And then we also had Tiana Ringer.
Yeah,
Ringer.
Okay. Ringer, all right.
And I hadn't seen her before, so that was my first time seeing her. And then, of course, the returning Smiley, Kylie Rae.
Smiley, Kylie Rae. This is my first time seeing Kylie Rae. And then who was the 4th member of the team, Pete?
Ruby Raze.
Ruby Raze. What do they call her? Chingona, right?
Chingona.
Which is a profane word, I believe, in the Spanish language. So we won't get into that because we're rated PG, not just prolific and gifted, but we want to keep it family friendly. All right, Pete, tell them who's on the man's side.
The comedy side, the men's wrestlers started with Jervis Cottonbelly. What do you think of Jervis?
I'd never seen him before. I didn't know what to expect.
Great intro. What do you think about him coming out to the ring to first off killers and then having those sunflowers?
It was clever as hell. First he was hugging everybody. I'm like, what's this dude stopping to hug everybody? What's going on? And then he had flowers. He gave flowers to all the girls. And it was kind of funny because, you know, even Ruby's like, and he gives her flowers. She kind of melted a little bit. So it was hilarious just from the jump. So was it Cottonbelly?
Jervis Cottonbelly.
All right, hey man.
Worth a follow on Instagram and Twitter.
I did follow him.
He's a great guy.
Entertaining as hell. And then who's the other guy?
So then we had Kikutaro. We also had Panda, and Super Panda, and of course the one and only, my man, number 1 in my heart, Joey Ryan.
Mr. Joey Ryan. I can never say enough good things about Joey Ryan. We will get to Joey Ryan here in a second. But everybody was excited to see Kylie Rae come back.
Absolutely.
For one reason and one reason alone. Now, Kylie Rae was signed to AEW.
Correct.
And then something happened.
And then she wrestled Double or Nothing.
Okay, yeah.
And then after that, we got into the summer, and there was a very quiet statement that she said she had left AEW.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. See, I didn't know this, but I knew the crowd was excited to see her. And apparently the Encyclopedia, because he knows all, has some information to share with both the Jag and the viewer. So go ahead, Pete. Tell them what.
I'll put it on screen. We're going to clip it from our friend Ryan over at Pro Wrestling Sheet has the rundown on it. But the long and short of it is that she said, nobody made me leave. AEW took my career to a new level, and I'm beyond grateful for everyone's opportunity and experience that has come along the way, and wish nothing but the best. Great to hear.
All right.
It's a great group of people who I truly love wrestling and just wanted everyone to succeed. I've always tried to be a good person, but I made many mistakes along the way. I needed to get my mind, body, and soul right with God. I wish I had the answers, but the truth is I don't. We all go through obstacles in life and may want all the answers, but we don't need them. In God's plan, and He's shown me what's truly important in life, and to find blessing in every moment in life, because in a blink of an eye, everything can be gone. So instead of bashing, let's just love one another and appreciate what we have, or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm awkward. And that could be absolutely the most Kylie Rae way to try to write and explain her feelings. But you know what? Great for her. It's one of those things that people split amicably all the time. And, it's just one of those things that it's, again, guys, this is none of our business. It's between her, AEW, and everybody seems to be amicable. So who cares?
Yes. Mind your business. # mind your business. But I'm going to say this because, first of all, I got to explain something to you. The Encyclopedia is a genius. And when I say that he's a genius, I don't just mean he knows everything about wrestling. The Encyclopedia is also a detective, okay? Let me explain what I mean. I wanted to call him Encyclopedia Pete, kind of like the Encyclopedia Brown books, but he said, why not just the Encyclopedia? But he became Encyclopedia Pete this weekend at bar, Thursday night at bar, because he says, hey, there's Kylie Rae, and I'd never seen Kylie Rae before. There she is. And he says, oh, he noticed she's wearing a cross around her neck. And I'm like, is that something different or new? He's like, I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with her hiatus. Mm-hmm. And of course, the Jag being a church-going guy, a church-working guy, if you will, I can appreciate everything she said.
Sure. And for me, being a confirmed Catholic, now someone that doesn't practice but also doesn't push anything, exactly. I also am very happy about that. I'm happy that she found what she needs to be happy and she's fulfilled. And guess what, guys? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She's happy. Doesn't matter.
Exactly. Respect the wrestlers, respect the workers, respect their private lives, their private feelings, and what they have going on in their world.
They already give us a lot anyways.
They sure as hell do. And here's the other thing too, and we talked about this in the cross part of the video, you guys speculating are just wasting your time.
Yeah, what does it prove if someone finds out any of that anyways? And I hate just to even put any brain and thought process around it, but I guess for me, I just don't even want to have that around.
Well, we said this on Thursday night. It's not that Sherlock Holmes was so smart. It's that Sherlock Holmes was observant. And the Encyclopedia is very observant. So I kind of had that in my mind. And then you just read that my first time hearing it. And it basically confirmed some of the things that the Encyclopedia speculated. So this is not to say you're so smart, even though you are so smart. But it's nice to hear from the horse's mouth what she's going through and what she's doing.
I'm glad she shared at least that much with us. And for me, more than satisfied.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
100% satisfied.
All right. On to the match.
But getting back to the fun part, so guess what, guys? Nothing's changed with Kylie Rae, and as I show you these pictures in this opening sequence with Joey, she's still the lovable character. She still does some great stuff, and if you stay until the end, you're gonna know that there's actually a nod to a little bit of what we're talking about right now. So,
all right, perfect.
Let's get into the match. Joey,
of course, he has to oil himself up to start. I'm gonna say this. I saw a guy, some ridiculous freaking hater, some clown, and I don't know where he's from, but somebody was like, this is what happened. They posted a video clip. It wasn't mine. It might have been ours. I don't know. But it was a video clip of one of the spots in this match. And they're like, who thinks this is entertaining? Everyone. Okay?
Everybody there.
If you don't have a stick up your butt and you're not uptight, you would find this entertaining. I hated Joey Ryan before I went and saw a Joey Ryan match. I hated Orange Cassidy. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was disrespecting wrestling.
Until you saw it.
Until I saw it.
So again, the argument that I've made for a while, and you'll actually hear this again from me, is that people often say, I don't understand Memphis wrestling in the 60s and the 70s because they weren't there.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with bar wrestling. You get a lot of it on tape, and it does come across, but there's something about being there and being part of it, and I can't explain it, guys, other than to highly recommend to come to bar sometime. It's totally worth it. You know, we've had friends from the East Coast fly in that we've met, you know.
Well, here's the thing, too, and I keep saying you're live, absolutely, hashtag absolutely, but here's the thing. Yes, you should be there. You should come and you should be there. But also, recognize that these guys are not taking themselves so freaking seriously. Exactly. They're not coming out there saying, I'm the biggest, strongest, and I'll beat anybody in the room. No, it's a match of 4 guys against 4 girls. And I personally wasn't sure how it was going to go down, but it was freaking phenomenal. And it was super entertaining. So haters, get the heck out of here. Let's talk about the match. It starts off with Kylie Rae and Joey Ryan, yes?
Absolutely. And you know that it's a Joey Ryan match because the first thing he's going to say, Kylie.
Touch my dick is exactly what he said.
And of course, then not to cut you off, but then the best part is she's willing to participate because she gets that it's comedy. It has nothing to do with her outside of here. Again, guys, sorry that there's nothing to draw here. You know, she has a wonderful time and has the best attitude. And then the best part, of course, then we go, well, without just the tip.
Oh yes, there was. I
mean, all the Joey standards were played, and it was great, guys.
I got to give a shout out to Ruby because she was ad-libbing from the corner. Ruby was probably one of the best parts of this match because even when she wasn't in the ring, she was participating.
And that's what's more important than I think than anything. That's what I actually look for outside the ring, outside the action. It's like, what other reactions are happening?
And she says, it's never just the tip. That was awesome. Okay.
And then she tried to do the atomic knee drop, and of course, you know, so we got all the Joey Ryan goods in, and then Kikutaro got in, and boy, oh boy, did he...
oh my goodness, Kikutaro delivered. I'm going to say it like this. I saw Kikutaro at GCW. Mm-hmm. I wasn't all that impressed, I'll be honest. I'm not trying to hate.
Sure, I think that was a awkwardly placed match after, and it's not a bad thing, it's just... we'd already seen so much.
Oh, for sure.
And it's a pacing thing that Kikutaro is usually an earlier match, but you know, when put in the spot and needed to be, he's there to deliver.
He killed it in this match. Kikutaro was hilarious. He had a lot of time in the ring, and he was, hilarious. Do we want to talk about the big spot, or is that coming up later?
We'll come up to that.
Okay. So Kikutaro versus Ringer, right?
Yep.
Tiana Ringer. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then They tagged other people in, and Ruby got in there with Jervis.
Yep.
And of course, what's the first thing Jervis wants to do?
Rub my belly.
Well, get a hug, and that didn't work. So then he got her to rub the belly.
Which I didn't understand what that was all about. First time seeing Jervis, but the crowd was definitely into it. And so I was into it. I was like, go ahead and rub it. And she's like, hell no, I'm not touching anything. I'm not rubbing anything. I'm going to hit you in the face. And so that was cool because Ruby is not to be trifled with. So.
For sure. And then you got to see Super Panda wrestle.
Dude, Super Panda? Hold on. Because comedy wrestling, you've said this before, comedy wrestlers know what the heck they're doing in the ring.
You have to be so good at wrestling, then you spend another 10,000 hours becoming a master of comedy.
Yes. Mr. Super Panda is a master, okay?
100%.
He had really eye-popping freaking offense. He was amazing in the ring with some of the stuff he was doing, just
for sure,
technique-wise. And then the other thing that really, I'm sure you caught this, you were taking pictures, but somebody said something to him on the outside. He said
people were jeering, and that wasn't cool, and he said, yeah, whatever.
Well, yeah, but somebody called it an American suplex or something. He goes, Cuban suplex, because I guess he's from Cuba. I didn't know that, but I knew that now. But he had the presence of mind in the ring as he's working to call this guy out and correct him. I'm like, this guy is multitasking as he's entertaining and kicking all kinds of butts. So that was amazing. And speaking of butts, there was a spot where we saw a lot of crack. Say no to crack? No, say yes to crack. Because there's crack galore in this match. Now, I don't know, what exactly set this up, Pete?
I don't remember the circumstance that got us here, but
Sunset Flip?
Yeah, I think Sunset Flips. But boy, oh boy, we had bare butt to bare butt.
We had butt to butt violence in here, okay? I don't know what happened. There were some sunset flips or something. I believe Miranda Alize pulled down the trunks on Joey Ryan, who was wearing a man thong. And then, was it Super Panda or Kikutaro?
Yeah, Key, I think.
Pulled down the trunks on Miss Tiana Ringer, and she too was wearing a thin garment
undergarment. And then of course Kikutaro gets tagged in, and he's like, oh, now I want to wrestle her.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of course he's
look, I will say this, butts are interesting and entertaining, and this was a funny spot. Joey, bare butt to bare butt. I was impressed. I'll just say the Jag was entertained. How about that? Can we leave it at that?
Sure. I would, again, say that this is a standard in a Joey Ryan match, that once every 4 or 5 matches, you're going to see his butt and his man thong. Yeah. Usually he gets a lollipop.
Oh, yeah, the lollipop to the Tootsie Pop. Yeah.
But hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it every time because it's entertaining. But yeah, I got to see some Joey Ryan booty. I got to see some Tiana Ringer booty. Both are very nice butts. And we'll leave it at that.
And then, of course, Key tries to channel his inner Joey with Ruby.
Man, I did not know what was happening here, okay? Now, keep in mind, I saw Kikutaro once. I don't know what he does, but all of a sudden, he gets Ruby to touch it, which is what Joey wants to do. And I'm like, holy smokes, he got Ruby to touch it? But then I'm thinking, what's going on? And again, the best part of this spot, the Jag will show the video. If you don't know, go to our page at Make Me a Fan 316. There's a video there. But Joey Ryan is cheering for Kikutaro on the apron, going, yes! Use this technique! Use the power of your dong, which the Kikutaro dong is not the same as the Joey Ryan dong.
And then it failed.
And it failed. Kikutaro does he's hulking out, I don't know what to call it, and he goes for the dong plex, and nothing happens. It was hilarious. Yes! Oh my God, that's one of my favorite sound effects in the world. The fact that you just did that makes me love you so much more.
Oh,
the Price is Right loser horn. If you don't know, now you know. That's one of my favorite things in the world. Anyway,
absolutely.
So he got the freaking loser horn, and next thing you know, he goes over to Joey to plead his case, like, hey man, what the hell? I did your move, it didn't work. And then he turns around and Ruby says, neat. It didn't work because your measure didn't measure up, which was harsh. To my man Kikutaro. No man wants to hear that, but you know what? There's only one Joey Ryan. There's only one Super Dong. There's only one Dongplex. Exactly. So, and then we got a chance to see the Dongplex in action.
We did.
Joey got back in the ring. It was back and forth. Oh, we had a walk-off. Kylie Rae got the blow pop. She got the super kick. It's ready to get us out of there. 1, 2, 3.
And then he had boob plexus for everyone.
Oh yes, boob plex fiesta. He was just dealing them out like cards. Here you go. And everybody got a boob plex. Did he boob plex Ruby?
He did.
Ooh, yes. Everybody got a
boob plex.
And then the spot of the night. Yes. The spot that got over 9,000 freaking views on Make Me a Fan, or maybe it was Joey, I don't know. But Ruby touched the dong. She finally touched it. And then what does she do? She reaches out for some help from the rest of the girls.
Grabs in to try to help, and
Tiana gets captivated by the power of the dong. And then
Miranda
Alize comes in to try to make an assist. And Miranda Alize, a veteran of the Dongplex, she also gets captivated and mesmerized by the power of the dong. And Kylie Rae, who had the blow pop still in her mouth, comes to the aid of her sisters in arms, her sisters in arms, and goes to try to rescue them from the dong. And instead, she too is captured and captivated and mesmerized by the power of Joey Ryan's supreme dong.
But as he goes to make the dongplex, she goes in deep, pulls out her cross, gives it a quick little kiss, gives it up to the big man.
Oh my goodness.
And she countered the dongplex.
Holy mother of pearl. If you guys don't find this entertaining, just log off right now. Just unsubscribe right now, I really don't. But I didn't understand what was happening at the time. I had to watch it again later. But the fact that she's able to channel not just the power of the dong versus the power of the Lord, and the Lord wins, okay? He wins every time.
Well, clearly that's what ended up happening because the ladies pulled out the W.
The ladies pulled out the win, and the interesting thing is none of the ladies got eliminated.
Right.
They were all survivors. So that was an amazing match. That last spot was hilarious. Kylie Rae, the best part of this, if we're gonna, pause the kayfabe for a moment, she got to keep her, her newfound focus, I guess. She got to give a little shout out to her new focus. And
absolutely, and I'm a huge fan of that, just in the sense that, look at Joey being able to give her a platform.
Yes.
Again, I may not go to church, but you know what? Totally game respects game on that one, especially if that's what's making her and bringing in life.
For real. And so she's back. This is her focus. This is what she's trying to do. She's 100%. Still able to participate in the wrestling business, which is not always rated PG. And it was a hilarious way to do it. And it was an entertaining way to do it. So if you are one of those haters that have something to say about Kylie Rae, shut up. And if you're one of those haters that has something negative to say about Joey Ryan and dong style and comedy wrestling, shut up. Instead, you should go into High Spots, Fight TV, whatever it is, and watch this match because you will be entertained. In fact, I will give you the 100% Jefferson Alonzo Green Jag money back guarantee if you buy this match and you watch it and you don't like it, come see me, talk to the Jag face to face, tell me why. If you're just a hater, I'm just gonna write you off and you're out $15. But if you're not a hater and you have a legitimate real claim as to why you didn't like this match, I will give you your $15 back. That's how confident I am you're gonna like this.
This is the match of the night for me.
Yeah, open-mindedness goes a long way in this business, people. If The Undertaker can shoot lightning from his hands, and Kane can make fire burst up from the ring, and people can get buried alive and set on fire and show up on Raw the next night, this man can flip people with his junk, okay? Like, let's just suspend reality for a minute and imagine he has a powerful super dong. It sounds ridiculous saying it. If my mom or the people at my church heard me say, he has the power of a super dong, I'd probably be a little bit embarrassed. But you know what? This is what we do to escape reality. This is what we do to just turn off our brains and enjoy it. And these guys are literally putting their bodies on the line for our entertainment. So if you want to criticize it and hate, you get the boot. You can kiss the Jag's butt and get out.
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks. Thank you. I was trying to say something without dropping any colorful language.
Sure.
I struggle sometimes.
Of course, but I don't struggle with our social media.
Ooh, no, you don't.
So where do we find us on social media?
You can find us at Make Me a Fan 316 on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. We are very consistent. Not only are we consistent, we are prolific and gifted. So being that we are rated PG, you want to come back and see more videos. So what you should do is hit that bionic elbow on the subscribe button. You got to ring that bell down below so you get notified every time we have a new video. And you got to really, that's it.
Just kick back, relax, and interact with us on social media.
Because every day we have something new for you. Every day. So
wait for the next Jag's Jabs.
Ooh, Jag's Jabs.
Especially hopefully after Survivor Series.
Oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen after that. Today is Sunday, and on the 7th day the Jag rested. That sounds almost blasphemous, but there is no Jag's Jabs on Sunday, but tomorrow the Jag will be back with something to say, probably in relation to Survivor Series. So I think that's it for this video, right?
It is. Guys, main event's coming up. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Bye.